Alright, so we're going to try this again, because now he's all pissed off because I ate a Cliff Bar and didn't give him any. There's the dog. There's the stick. If he chases the stick, we get 2 points. Well, look at that. Alright, so I figured out the key. First I have to absolutely abuse him by eating a Cliff Bar in front of him. Get him pissed off. Just like his father. Get him pissed off and something good will happen.
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Puck drop. And 3, 2, 1,
Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go Panthers! Let's go! Go!
Alright, so we got the Stars on the road again for these last 4 games. Bobrovsky's in net. When asked if there's going to be lineup changes, Q simply said, yeah, there will be a few. So, let's just say it right here. Everybody's talking about the trade deadline and what we are going to do, what we're not going to do. If Tippett is not in this game here today, there's a guarantee he's getting traded, right? I mean, it's one thing to move him to the 4th line. It's another thing to sit him for no freaking reason. But if you sit him again after the performance we had the other night, then that just pretty much guarantees the kid's on his way out the door, which I hope is not the case, depending on what we get, obviously. Duclair is not back. Coach was thinking maybe we get Duclair back at some point during the week. We need that speed on the top line, even though he's not really finishing all that much. I can only imagine. And I'm getting ready to do a live stream for the last half hour before the game. And I can only imagine what the lines are going to be. We don't know at this point, but with Q and his line blender, it wouldn't surprise me the only thing that would surprise me is Barkov on the 4th line. That's about the only thing that he could do that would make me go, oh, wow, I didn't see that coming. So, all right, look, we got today, we got Monday. I think the game is Monday, right? We've got to get 4 points out of this, okay? Of course, if the standings ended the way they are now, we would play Tampa, which I'm good with that because, like I said before, Nashville's sneaking up there to that 4th spot. Saros has been on freaking fire. I don't know if I'm really interested in playing him either in the 1st round. So whatever has to happen for us to play Tampa in that 1st round, I'm good with it. All right, get a big 2, guys. I got nothing. I got nothing. It's 3-0 after 1. I mean, before we could even sit down and before we could even sit our asses on the couch, it was 2-0. And then he thought maybe we settled it down. And look, everybody's playing like crap. Bob sure as hell could have at least had one of those, considering the way the Stars goalie is playing. Just Rob Huberdeau right there at the end. Could have at least stopped one Bob, but the rest of the way, we're not hitting. I don't know what happened to this team. The last game and today, this period, this is nothing like the team we've watched the rest of the year. They're coasting. They are not hitting anybody. I have no idea what the hell is going on. There's not one thing that you could complain about because everybody is playing like ass. Let's move on to the 2nd period. Alright, so it's 3-1. We get a goal right at the end of the period. A couple things to talk about that I missed. During the live stream, we found out about the trade for Montour. I know there's a lot of people that are unhappy with that in terms of people are saying statistically he's not a good player. Look, we only gave up a 3rd for him, and considering our player development, that's like nothing. Let's just see what. Number one, that can't be it, okay? If that's it, I'm with you. That's crap, okay? But my assumption would be there's another move coming, and we're using him to just fill in the gaps in the bottom pair. right? That's got to be. I mean, that's the way I'm happy with the deal. Okay, a third for a veteran guy that can come in and fill in there in the bottom pair. Okay, if we're expecting him to be anything else, then that's a different story. The other thing is, I thought I saw Tippett was going to play, and then he skated with the team, and he didn't play. He's not playing. Freaking Lomberg is on the third line instead of Tippett. So that's got to mean, at the very least, if we're working on a deal, that Tippett is possibly part of that deal. There's no planet. There's no. I mean, I know I bitch about coach, but dude, come on. There's nobody on this planet right now that thinks Lomberg should be on the third line and not Tippett. So it's got to be a trade. It absolutely has to be. Meanwhile, let's head to the third period. We're down 2 goals. Barkov gets one with like a half a second left. And the power play there. Speaking of our power play, I noticed, did you notice that our new entry technique is Yandel skating backwards, waiting for guys to catch up so he can back pass while he's skating backwards. It's a beautiful thing. All right, so once again, this team like sucks the life out of you. I don't recognize this team, and neither do any of you. So we just start there. There's no one thing you can complain about. There's everything you can complain about. So we'll start with Bob. At least 2 of those goals. I mean, obviously the 4th goal was just like, are you freaking kidding me? Exactly what he did last game. Where it's a tight game. I mean, today wasn't tight, but obviously against Carolina, he lets a squeaker in there in the third period. He did it again tonight. I've been saying it for 2 years. That's why I don't trust the guy. At this point, I don't care what the contract says. It's not close. Drieger is the better goaltender right now. I don't care what Bob did before. It's not close. By the stats, by the play on the ice, it's not close. There's just no more argument there. And I know we're going to frickin' still end up playing Bob, but it's not close. If it wasn't for that $10 million, Drieger's our starter. Now, I'm not blaming the entire game on him today, but any shot we had at it, you had to stop the 3rd goal. You want to give him a pass in the first 2 because the defense was playing like crap. You still like to see your goaltender make a big save, but even if you let those 2 go, the 3rd goal was weak, and the 4th goal was, oh my freaking God, weak. But we're gonna. That's enough about that because there's plenty more. And I don't want you guys think I'm blaming everything on Bob. But Drieger should be our starter. Huberdeau, I don't know. I know he had 1 shot on goal today. Did he have very many more? Barkov is doing what he can, but he's got Mason frickin' Marchment on the top line, which is just inexcusable. Anybody, put Vetrano up there. Marchment plays hard, but he doesn't have any frickin' stick skills. He can't play on the top line. He probably would be a really good 4th line guy. A guy that's going to pot you a goal every so often, 4 goals a year, 6 assists maybe if you're lucky, and is hard to play against and takes a beating. He's a 4th line guy. It's not close again. Anybody else on that top line, I mean anybody else, except for Lomberg, which apparently it's got to be a Tippett trade, right? I'm going to be doing a video as soon as the trade deadline is over Monday. I'm going to be doing a video. Is there anybody watching this that thinks Tippett should not be playing and Lomberg should be on the 3rd line? No, there's nobody. So it's got to be a trade. And even or at the very least, the team, the deals that we're trying to make, the teams are interested in Tippett, and we're not going to play them. It's got to be it. All right, so I'm going to give Q a pass there because it's got to be it. I bitch and complain about Q, but nobody is that stupid. Nobody is that blind. All right. What else? The power play. this I have to blame on Q somewhat. I mean, look, we lost Ekblad. Okay, obviously he can't control that. But at some point we had to do something different on the power play. And power play 1 now consists literally. I made a joke about it, and then Yandel did it 2 more times in the third period. He's skating backwards. He's skating backwards, looking for somebody to pass the puck to. Is this still the NHL? Am I blind? Am I an idiot? Okay, maybe I'm an idiot, but is there anybody that thinks this is a good strategy? Somebody tell me how this is supposed to work. He's skating backwards. And I can't even get mad because I'm laughing because he's fucking skating backwards. And that's how we're trying to enter the zone on the power play. And I'm not making it up. It's true. It's real. So what else do we got? Oh my God. Kierstead is not really probably ready to play in the NHL. He's not doing anything horrible, but he's not ready. Forsling is starting to show a couple little cracks there because he might not be ready to play playoff hockey on the top line. But it's all little bits and pieces, right? There's nobody filling in the gaps. I mean, Barkov is doing what he can, although he's probably not playing the best that he can. Huberdeau is invisible. Wenberg is Wenberg. It's a freaking disaster. You look at this team and you wonder how the hell we got where we got. And I know we lost Ekblad, but it's one player at this point. Barkov is back. Well, I guess it's 2 because of Duclair, but we have a mess. Now, what are we doing at the deadline? Because I'm watching yesterday and I'm watching today, and there's something not right. There's something not right with the effort level. I mean, we watched this team all year. All year long, we're going into the corners and winning battles. We're forechecking like a freaking mad Tasmanian devil. We're beating guys to the pucks all year long. And all of a sudden, last game and today, nothing. I mean, nothing. Like completely a different team. Like watching a team that is playing exhibition hockey against an NHL team. It's indescribable. And I know that there's slumps, but I've never seen a whole entire team just completely just stop freaking playing. There's nobody playing hard. I watched Achari coasting around on the PK. I go watch the third period. Maybe somebody else saw it, but I believe it was the third period. But he was penalty killing, and he was kind of giving a half-ass forecheck on the penalty kill, and he was kind of waving his stick around and coming back into the zone, just coasting. Everybody's freaking coasting. Nobody's skating hard. I never seen anything like it. This has not been a problem. This is why we are like practically guaranteed a playoff spot, because we've been busting our ass playing hard every night. What the hell is this? I don't even know what to complain about, because even with the lineup stuff that we've given Q crap about this change, that change, everybody has played hard, and all of a sudden now everybody is not playing hard. Nobody is playing hard. Barkov is playing ish. He's still not completely, busting his ass out there, and nobody else is even close. So there's got to be, when I say that there's something wrong, something smells off, I think don't kill the messenger. I haven't heard anything like this, but the way this team is playing, and with some other things that I know, I think either Q is getting ready to bench and or demand that Yandel waive that no move clause, or we might be getting ready to ship Huberdeau out to get some other guys in. And I only say that because of the body language of these players. Something happened after that first Carolina game. Now, maybe it's just as simple as, if you watch the recap I did after that first Carolina loss, maybe they realized we're going to just roll with Bob and he's going to freaking blow it because you can't trust him in the third, and Q is just going to roll with him. Maybe that. I don't know. But something's not right. I'm telling you, something is not right. Somebody on that team knows that they might be getting moved, and it's affecting the locker room. It's got to be what is happening, because I have never seen a team change personalities the way they have so rapidly, so obviously, and it's right before the deadline. It's got to be that one of those guys is getting ready to get moved, and maybe the locker room is not happy about it. It's got to be. There's no other explanation for this. There's just none. If you guys have one, please let me know. But it's got to be what it is. So don't be surprised. Don't be surprised if that happens. Now, if I'm wrong, I'm wrong. Or if we can't make a deal, if Yando won't waive the no move clause or whatever, there's nothing we can do. But those guys are playing like they're pissed off that somebody's on the way out, or that they don't. Because we saw it last year with Drieger and Bob. Okay, enough is enough. I don't care if the defense plays better, and that's why Drieger does better. I don't care. A goal less a game is a goal less a game, and that's the difference between one and done in the playoffs and a cup. Is that one goal a game? I don't care if it's only because the defense plays better. Don't care. And really, neither do you. We want to frickin' win. So, we don't have a game until after whatever's going to go down at the deadline. I thought we played Monday. We played Tuesday. So the deadline's Monday. I will have a video out as soon as it's all said and done. Unless we make a move before then, and obviously I'll do something. But don't be surprised if there's a twofer, although I'm seeing that it looks like Tampa Bay is going to get Savard. Eat a dick. Just eat a giant freaking dick, Tampa. You got to be kidding me. Look, if we get Montour, and that's all that happens, fire. There will be a fire. Okay, trust me on that. I won't let you down there. All right, I'm trying these last two games. I know people expected me to really lose it. I'm trying to see what's going to happen at this deadline, because, like I said, I really feel like something ain't right. Something is not right. You guys see it. We all see it. Something smells off. That's all I can say. All right, that's enough. Thank you guys all for those of you who joined the live stream. I think at one point I had like 12, 13 people. That's pretty good for my first one and not really giving a lot of notice. If you're not subscribed, subscribe. Hit the notification bell, because that way you know that I'm going to go live. Now, I did tweet about it, about 20 minutes beforehand, and I did put out a link on Twitter and a link on Facebook. I'll get better at notifying you guys. I wasn't sure if I was going to get ready to do it today. On one hand, I want to do one before every game, and on the other hand, I know I can't put that kind of pressure on myself. If this is all I did for a living, dude, I would do one before a game, after a game, but that ain't what I have right now. But so I can't promise every game, even though I would want to. We'll get there. At some point, the universe will drop some money in my lap, and I can just focus on making hockey videos, and that'll be that. But that ain't today. So, all right. Thank you all for watching. Like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I'll see you guys whenever we make a trade. Sunday, Monday, something's going to happen.